character, heart, and class all defined the 2005 West Virginia University basketball team. This group of Mountaineers represented WVU with a fight and pride of a true champion.
It's a great, great run. There's a lot of magic in some seasons, right? This one's not going to stop being magical.
By putting together a 6-week run to cap off the season, the 2005 Mountaineers boldly went where no WVU basketball team had been in 46 years. Along the way, the world of college basketball found out what Mountaineer basketball was about.
The game is over. The West Virginia University Mountaineers are going to the championship game of the Big East Conference Tournament. It's over. The West Virginia Mountaineers are going to the Sweet 16. Good night, Bobby. Hello, Elite Eight.
Crisp shooting, a hustling defense, and a never-say-die attitude gave this team and its fans one wild ride to close out the season. It was a ride that put the 2005 Mountaineers in elite company. The 2005 West Virginia University men's basketball highlights are presented by United Bank. From the beginning, you could tell that this was going to be a special season as the Mountaineers rolled to a 10-0 record. Within the 10-0 start were 3 key victories. Key win number 1 was at LSU.
We didn't go down to LSU expecting the game that we had, but everything clicked that day.
Frank stops cross court. Beeline for a 3. It's up. It is good.
It's just one of those nights where, you can't miss. The basket looks so big, and I just had confidence out there shooting the ball, and they're going in for me.
Backdoor cut, Sally, slam, dunk. Oh my goodness.
One of my top 5, because just for the simple fact that it was a big game and everybody didn't expect us to win it, and plus it was on somebody. So
Bonner into the game for the first time, bounces on a backdoor cut, a slam dunk.
Marching straight into the heart of SEC country, 4 players hit for double figures, and the Mountaineers handed the Tigers their only loss at home for the season and first non-conference home loss in 56 games.
Just everything clicked, and it gave the kids real confidence in the system and in each other. That really gave us tremendous confidence in the direction we were going to go.
It is a great day to be a Mountaineer.
West Virginia was 8-0 by the time 20th-ranked George Washington came to a sold-out WVU Coliseum on December 29th.
We were trying to redeem ourselves from last year because it was a loss that really hurt.
we made up our mind that this time we were going to beat them and they weren't going to steal this game from us.
Knowing how well they played against us last time, and we knew we had to do this time, and coming into the game, we just played real hard and came out to win.
When you're playing a nationally ranked team, you know, and you want to get your name out there more, you know, those are games that you need to win.
We kind of had nothing to lose. It was kind of like a test to see where we're at as a team, and you know, we gave it our all, and you know, luckily we came out with a win against GW, a great tournament team.
to the point. It goes to J.D. Collins. He crosses over. He drives into the basket, gets the ball to Dior. Slam dunk!
Oh, boy. J.D., he makes the play.
The football team was down in the Gator Bowl at that time. Our students were not on campus, and we get a sellout crowd. I think that says a lot about the Mountaineer spirit and the pride and the fans that we have within the state.
You're going to win this year because of the people we have in this room. You're on a mission. You can show you can be one of the best teams in the country. NCAA. 1, 2, 3. NCAA.
Mountaineer fans didn't know it at the time, but the George Washington game was the first of a school record 8 ranked teams to fall during the season.
Just, going out and trying to beat a ranked team's tough enough, but to beat 8, that's tough to do.
It just seemed like we just found different ways to pull out big wins like that.
The Mountaineers scored win number 10 on Tobacco Road at 17th ranked North Carolina State.
You had a great deal of confidence, and we were really loose and just going there and just stayed really underdog. That's the position we've been in all year, and that's the way we like it.
Here's J.D. Collins driving all the way in. Layup shot is on the rim and good. Dribbles across to the left. Backdoor cut. Gansey takes it up. Reverse layup. Good. Beautiful. Here comes Darris down the other end. Abdimov chasing. Nichols goes up. Layup is good and a foul. Shot goes up. No good. Brassman gets the rebound. Rejected again by Dior. Taken up by J.D. Lead pass ahead. Here's Hariber driving the other end. Hariber takes it to the basket. Layup is good. Joe Hariber scores 2. Pitsnoggle spins. Takes it to the basket. Layup good.
The last thing I can remember about NC State is the guy went up, he went up, and I blocked it the first time.
Lob pass inside, Brackman, triple team, rejected out of there by Dior Fisher.
And then he came back at me again the second time.
Rejected by Dior again.
And then he was able to get his rebound again and go up a third time, and that's when I smiled.
Again, a third block by Dior Fisher.
I've never blocked a guy 3 times in a row. It was real emotional for me, and that's why I was smiling.
They've never seen Big D in action. He blocked 3 straight shots.
Anytime you can go on the road anywhere, even, it makes it more sweeter at an ACC school.
Hariber with it underneath. Dior slam dunk, a beautiful feed.
We're underestimated almost every game we played in this year, and we love being the underdogs.
Gives over to Sally, backdoor cut. Here's Darris Nichols, layup is good. And the West Virginia University Mountaineers will go to 10-0 on the season with their 2nd consecutive victory over a nationally rated club.
WVU was 10-0 for the first time since 1959. To understand the strong start is to understand the makeup of the team. This was a unit with no individuals. It was a roster full of unselfish players that worked together to form a strong bond.
No matter who get the credit, we're going to come in and try to play ball and see how far that takes us.
In the backcourt, veterans Joe Hariber, J.D. Collins, Patrick Beeline, and Duriel Price showed the way for newcomer Darris Nichols. These 5 guards provided shooting, experience, and the floor leadership abilities needed for a winning formula.
I knew we were going to be pretty good on the way we ended the season the year before, and it was just a matter of putting everything together, and we did, so we started out well.
In the front court, the Mountaineers combined muscle for inside play with outside shooting ability that few teams could match. Tyrone Sally was the senior leader, along with Mike Gansey, Kevin Pitsnoggle, Dior Fisher, Frank Young, Luke Bonner, and Brad Byerson. There were far more talented teams, but West Virginia got off to its quick start by out-hustling, playing smarter, and out-shooting its opponents.
We have to. That's our style of game. We're not the most athletic guys, so that's our promo. That's what we have to do.
We had a European start, and it gave us time to get chemistry together. It gave us time to get our camaraderie together, and we had a lot of fun over in Europe, which carried over into the season.
I knew we had a chance to be a real good team, but to go 10-0, I didn't think that could happen at all.
Any college basketball player's dreams, be able to start off a season perfect like that, 10-0. And, we were just, like I said, we were just having fun. When you're having fun, everything goes your way.
Just think, I had early wins. The LSU win gave us a lot of confidence, gave us a lot of momentum, and from there we just kept going.
And maybe too much confidence. I think that maybe at that time, maybe we hadn't had the adversity that you might need to be ready for the Big East. We expected adversity at LSU, at NC State. We didn't get it. So now when we went into the Big East schedule, we might not have been ready to handle that type of situation.
West Virginia split its first 2 Big East games, suffering its first loss of the season at Villanova, before defeating St. John's in the conference home opener. The Mountaineers had burned plenty of energy getting to 10-0, and shots that were falling in November and December started coming up short. Being a step slow meant hard times in the Big East.
I think during that stretch of the season, we were mentally a little weak. You know, we lost our confidence real quick, and that really hurt us.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tough stretch. We were playing ranked teams every other night, and it was just a tough stretch for us, but we never lost faith in ourselves, and we stuck together, and we just fought it out.
You know, Coach kept motivating us. He was like, hey, you know, keep working hard. We're going to get out of this slump, and, you know, we're going to have good things to come at the end of the year. And I think it was a credit to him just really pushing us. You know, the season's not over. We can still make it to the NCAA tournament. And, you know, that's what we thought. We kept working hard, and, you know, it turned out to be good.
The Mountaineers went on a 5-game losing skid to the league's top teams and would not win again until January 29th, when they won at Providence.
There's 10 on the shot clock. They bounce the ball deep right corner. Sally for a 3. Yes! Tyrone Sally now to Gansey out front left. Middle of the floor. Back to Tyrone. Tyrone underneath to a wide open Dior Fisher, who slams it down.
Oh, a nice play by Sally, letting Dior open up and get to the basket.
Dara starts down the lane. Gets to Haber. Throws a head fake. Drives in. Fires the ball wide open left corner for Gansey and a 3. Yes! Mike Gansey hits a 3-pointer. Now Patrick backdoor cut. Haber makes the catch. Gets the ball on the near side corner. Gansey for another 3. He hit another one. Mike Gansey has 10 points. Defended by Patrick. Ball stolen by Gansey. Gansey to Dior. Dior back to Sally. 17 to go to Pat Beeline. Layup, scores 2.
You know, we needed a road win. Needed a win to get our confidence up, and you know, it was great to go on the road and, you know, beat a team like Providence, and I think it really kind of helped us towards the end of the year.
The West Virginia University Mountaineers have come to Providence and knocked off the Friars. The losing streak of 5 games is over for the Mountaineers here inside the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Heading into the home game against 16th ranked Pitt, the Mountaineers stood at 12-7 and were searching for answers.
It was kind of a must-win for us to, you know, kind of save our season and to get to that postseason.
I'm sure some people were not happy about that performance in the first half. The second half was as good a basketball as you could see, and that was probably the second time in the Big East that things started to change for the better.
Left wing, Sally, off a screen, Beeline, straight away 3-ball. Yes!
Oh my goodness, when you care enough to send the very best, send it home.
We just tried to chip away point by point.
Extended left Beeline. Now to Gansey, straight away 3. Yes! Gansey again for 3.
Oh my goodness.
Left wing, Gansey underneath Sally. He returns with a layup, good for 2. Tightly watched by Benjamin. Hairbear takes it down the lane. He stops. He puts up a shot off glass. It is good with 21 seconds to go. Hairbear drives in the lane hard. Hits the ball to Pittsnogle. His layup shot is good and a foul.
Oh, what a play by Joe off the dribble.
Inserted into the starting lineup because of an illness to Dior Fisher, Kevin Pittsnogle led all scorers with 27 points in the 83-78 overtime win.
Yeah, I mean, I just did what I do best, and that's make shots, and I hit some shots that game, and I tried to help the team out as much as I could.
Sally driving, Sally double team, bounces the ball back to Pittsnogle for a 3. It's up, it's good!
My golly, Sally in the middle of it.
See it. Hey guys, on behalf of a proud West Virginia, thank you all. Thank you.
Once I think they realized who he was, they realized there maybe was a little bit important.
I'm trying to do for the state what you did for us tonight. You gave us bragging rights and made us proud, and that's what it's all about. Anywhere you go, you carry the whole state, the pride of the state with you. We're a small state, but by God, we're mighty.
As it turned out, February 5th proved to be the perfect medicine, and West Virginia changed its fortunes heading into the final month of the season. In the final 8 games, West Virginia posted a 6-2 record, highlighted by a last-second victory at St. John's.
Well, when I first came across half court, it was like 3 guys just standing there because I had the ball. Everybody was watching me, and I was getting ready to pass it, but I kept my dribble alive, and then they kind of went back to their own men since we have great shooters. Once I had an alley, I took advantage of it, and I saw the big guy coming over. I just jumped into him, trying to get a foul, but he backed off, and I was able to hit the shot.
West Virginia with 5. J.D. Collins driving. J.D. Collins puts up the shot. It is good! It's good with 1.8 seconds to go. West Virginia leads.
That was probably the shot of the year. Without that, we probably wouldn't have made it to the NCAA tournament, or wouldn't have done as well as we did.
Just heightened J.D.'s awareness of what he brings to the team.
The Mountaineers also posted a rare 96-point outburst against Seton Hall.
Pittsnogle to Sally for a two-handed slam.
The NCAA tournament was now in sight. Still, a huge road game was on the horizon.
Let's go, Pitt!
West Virginia and Pitt. Backyard brawl. Basketball style.
In their backyard brawl rematch against 17th-ranked Pitt, the Mountaineers again let the Panthers jump on top as they trailed by 10 points at the half and by as much as 14 points with 10 minutes to go.
We're better when we're coming from behind. Like when we have a big lead, I don't think that's well for us. We like a close game or even either behind, and we tend to fight our way out of it because nobody expects us to win.
Here's Pittsnogle, lets a deep one go, left corner, and he swishes it in. J.D., left corner, Pittsnogle going to try another 3, and he hits nothing but the twine. West Virginia has Sally driving the baseline. Layup shot goes up. It is good. Shot clock's at 11 to Pittsnogle. Right wing 3 is up, and it is in. 5 minutes to go, and West Virginia's down by 7. Shot clock at 14. Pittsnogle, right wing 3. Yes, he hit another one with 3:19 to go, and West Virginia's down by 2. J.D. driving all the way in. Layup ties the game at 62 with 2:30 to go.
I didn't realize it during the game. All of a sudden, I look up on the scoreboard and the score's tied.
West Virginia shot 72% from the floor in the second half. Pittsnogle again heated up against the Panthers with 22 points as West Virginia handed Pitt only its 4th loss ever in the Peterson Event Center and won on the Panthers' home floor for the first time since 1998.
Now you go on the road and you beat a top team who has won at Connecticut and won at Syracuse. Put a whole new perspective on our season.
Maybe people had forgotten the 10-0 start from this team. Maybe losing 6 of 7 games in January was still etched in opponents' minds. One thing was for certain. The win at Pitt made the rest of the league stand up and take notice of West Virginia basketball once again.
When we got off that 10-0 start, I think everybody thought that we had a great chance at getting into the NCAA tournament. Then you go 1-5 to start the Big East. We were off that bubble completely. As soon as that win, even with the home win with Pitt, it did little for us.
And for us to be able to beat them shows that, that we're a great team.
The kids had the confidence to really play with anybody, no matter who they were from that point on.
Back to Bonner in the left corner. Now to Juice Price. Juice drives. Juice in a crowd. Forces up a one-hander. It's up. Good! Juice Price scoring. In his final game here on Seniors Day, Juice Price with a one-hander scores it.
After an emotional 76-58 victory over Rutgers on Senior Day, the Mountaineers had a week off before the final regular season game at Seton Hall. WVU started flat, tried to rally, and fell short by 3 points to the Pirates. It was certainly a setback, but the Mountaineers forgot about it and moved on. At 18-9, WVU was the true definition of an NCAA bubble team. Was it going to take one win in the Big East tournament or two? Nobody knew for sure. West Virginia had but one win in 9 previous years in the tournament, and 2005 had to be different if the Mountaineers were going to reach the NCAA tournament. Travel problems due to weather landed the Mountaineers in New York just 14 hours before their opening round game against Providence. WVU needed a win over a team it had already beaten twice, and talk in the media circles was that the long trip, lack of sleep, and having to beat the Friars a third time would be too much to overcome.
It was rough, but once we got there, we knew our task at hand, and we knew we wanted to make it to the tournament. And to do that, we had to beat Providence first.
Taking their NCAA dreams into their own hands, the Mountaineers set out to make the world's most famous arena a magical place. The Mountaineers took the Garden floor and just played basketball.
Drives by the defender, kicks it back out front to Selly. Now to Beeline for a three. It's out front. It's good. To the point, it goes to J.D. Back to Patrick. He'll try another three. It's up. It is good. Patty B hit another one. Left wing to Frank Young. Backdoor cut. Hair Bear layup up on the rim. It is in. Sally to his right. He bounces to Sally. Sally slam dunk. J.D. left side wing. Pitsnoggle. Another three. He hit another one. And the West Virginia University Mountaineers have rolled over the Providence Friars here in the opening game of the Big East Conference Tournament. Just the second ever win in Big East Conference Tournament play for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, we won. That's the first victory in Madison Square Garden for us, but it ain't the last.
Well, I'm just so proud of you. So let's keep on advancing. We've made a major step to get to what we talk about every single day. Not there yet, right? But you made a major step in that direction. It'll be hard to keep you out, but I'll tell you one way, you know you're in, win tomorrow, right? Let's
Next for West Virginia was top-seeded Boston College. The 7th-rated Eagles had twice beaten the Mountaineers during the regular season. Critics had proclaimed West Virginia's run in the Big East tournament had come to an end. And with Tyrone Sally out of the game with an illness, moving on to the semifinals seemed impossible. But a trip to the NCAA tournament was on the line, and the Mountaineers just wanted it more.
Jump pass right side wing, three for Gansey, yes! Joe sends it to Gansey straight away. Here's a three for Michael. He hit a second one. Stolen by guess who? Gansey. Gansey breaks it down the other end. Mike Gansey takes the ball to the right side wing. Fires underneath. Pitsnoggle layup. Give him two. J.D. Collins, left wing. Gansey drives by Jared Dudley all the way to the basket. He scores two.
You know, obviously just playing in the Garden is pretty special, and how can you not play as hard as you can, and I guess the best you can.
Gansey on a run out, 3-on-2. Gansey bounces, Hair Bear shoots a layup and scores, and a foul. Dior with his back to the basket, underneath Frank Young, layup, what a beauty of a pass.
And every game, there's a new star on our team.
Cross-court pass stolen by Gansey, off the deflection from Young. Here's Gansey driving, gets it to Frank Young, layup is good.
Just Frank just took upon himself, just knowing the player that he is, just stepped the game up.
Driving against Dornekamp, rifles the ball, right corner, Frank Young for a three, yes!
And he stepped up tremendously.
Right wing, here's Dior Fisher, back to Frank, up top, three from Frank is up, good! Frank Young!
Playing behind a senior, and especially one like Tyrone Sally, is very tough to get minutes, and so he's going to definitely have, you know, a lot of chances next year, and I'm excited for him.
Patrick looking, they get it to Frank Young, quick release three from the right side, he hit another one, and the half has arrived here at the Garden in New York, and the Mountaineers lead the #1 seed Eagles of BC by 22 points. Do not adjust your radio.
In one great half of play in which they shot 55% from the floor, West Virginia took it to the Eagles and schooled them on the game of basketball.
Left wing, they get it to Pitsnoggle. He forces up a three. He hit it!
Early in the second half, the Mountaineers built a 25-point cushion over the tournament's top seed. Everyone knew a run was coming from BC, but its hole was too deep. Gansey scored 21.
Now J.D. Collins dribbles to his left to Pitsnoggle. Left corner, a three is up.
Yes, good! Yes!
Pitsnoggle 17. And sophomore Frank Young hit for 14 points.
It is over. The West Virginia Mountaineers have advanced to the semifinal round of the Big East tournament by knocking off the #1 seed Boston College Eagles.
praise whoever is blessed this team to be together, because that's what's making a big difference right now. It's all of you guys. And you believe we're saying this NCAA?
Sure.
Yeah. I hope we're saying it again. I hope we're saying it again Sunday night. All right, NCAA. 1, 2, 3. NCAA.
Who's next? Let's go.
West Virginia won 2 games in the Big East tournament for the first time. And the Mountaineers had themselves a date in the Friday night semifinals against 19th ranked Villanova.
They whooped us bad, you know. They came out fired up to play us the first game, and I think the roles just will reverse that game.
Wheels the ball across lane, gets to Frank Young, straightaway 3-ball, up, it's good.
Trailing Villanova by 10 points in the first half, it looked like it was going to be another Wildcat rout. But a 20-2 run by the Mountaineers turned the game.
Here's Pat Beeline, cross-court steal. Patrick with a 4-on-1 lead pass ahead. Gansey, layup is good. Back to the point to J.D. Now to Gansey, quick release, 3 balls up. It's on the rim. It goes good. Throws back to J.D. Right side wing, Frank Young for a 3. Yes!
And I just loved it because it was like going back and forth, and it was really a good fight out there.
Gets a screen from Luke Bonner. Bounce pass goes back to Luke. Now left wing, Hairbear for a 3. Good! Hairbear looking, driving the ball. Bounce pass underneath, backdoor Gansey. Reverse layup is up. It's good! What a play by Mike Gansey at the world's most famous arena. He made a spectacular play on a reverse layup, hung in the air, and just spun it up enough. Mountaineers lead by 9.
Second half action easily made this game the best of the entire tournament.
Gansey drives hard to the basket, kicks it right corner. J.D. Collins, how about a 3? Yes! Gansey drives in the lane, gets to Hairbear, right wing, 3-ball up. Good! Hairbear with it way up high, gets to Kevin Pittsnoggle. He'll try a 3, it's up. It's good! Pittsnoggle from the right side, drains a 3. He's got 16. 22 seconds. Here's J.D. driving, kicking it right corner. Hairbear for a 3. Yes! With 19 seconds to go, Joe Hairbear hit a 3-pointer from the right corner. Mountaineers lead 76-74. Left side to Foy. We're down to 12. He drives in. Shot goes up. It is good. He ties the game with 10 seconds to go.
It was a Pat Beeline assist.
Here's J.D. over midcourt with 7.
Patrick will claim he had a great pass to Mike.
J.D. Collins looks. Traffic up front. Gets to Pat Beeline.
I saw the clock, it was like 5 seconds, and I just pointed it up.
Patrick going to try a long 3. It's offline. Gansey can't get the follow. He puts it up. No good. We've got a foul.
And I saw the ball kind of being short. I don't know if it's going to hit the rim or not, so I just grabbed it out of the air.
With 0.2 of a second to go in this game, Mike Gansey has been fouled.
And then it came right back to me, and I went up. And I felt someone grab my shirt.
Gansey took the air ball from Patrick Beeline underneath the basket.
Oh my gosh, you know, did you really call a foul? It's tied. I look over the clock, I'm going to see a .2. I'm like, is this really happening, you know?
The official called it with 0.2 of a second to play. Mike Gansey will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Plays like that just make what the season was all about this year. Just hard work, never giving up, and just playing to the last second.
Gansey ready, needs to make 1 out of 2 to win this game. 0.2 of a second to go.
Man, please don't miss the first one, because I know if I miss the first one, I ain't going to make the second one.
First one is up in the air. Good! Go!
It's just an unbelievable feeling. It's the best feeling I ever had.
And this ball game is over. The West Virginia University Mountaineers are going to the championship game of the Big East Conference Tournament.
I had the whole Madison Square Garden, the whole country. I didn't know what to do. I passed. It was a pass.
You know the folklore that you guys will put down in West Virginia history. You know the folklore is going to be incredible. They'll all talk for years about. I saw Jerry West and Ron Thorne. Whatever they're going to say.
J.D. Collins, Mike Gansey, Tyrone Sanders.
They're going to say those names, right? They're going to say those type of names in the future for what you accomplished over this weekend. Let's get one more and really rock the world, right? Let's really rock everybody.
The Mountaineers were trying to do something no other team has ever done. Win the Big East Championship by playing 4 games in 4 days. Some have tried, none have succeeded, and it's easy to see why.
And that crowd was jacked up, and here's Syracuse, which has certainly been a mainstay in Big East tournament play against West Virginia, who is relatively a newcomer.
Syracuse forged an 18-point lead in the second half. But the Mountaineers cut their advantage to 5 with just over 8 minutes left in the game.
Nichols penetrates in, gets to Hairbear in the lane, kicks it out to Sally for a three. It is up. It is good. Fakes the three, steps through two defenders, floats the ball to Hairbear, right corner three. Good. Hairbear just where he hit it last night. Young takes it to the corner. He's double teamed. Back to Hairbear. Hairbear will spot up for a three straight away. He hit another. JD in the lane to Gansey. Little floater up from about 10 feet away. He hit it. They trail by 5, 55-50 with 8:10 to go.
That was the closest the Mountaineers would get as the Orange secured the 9-point victory.
We were right there with Syracuse too, and it was kind of frustrating because we made a run back to them, and they were just a better team that night.
What a wild 4 days. Not only did West Virginia get a win, it got 3 huge victories, and the Mountaineers opened the eyes of the Big East media with 4 great days of basketball.
I think a great experience and something I'm going to remember for a long time.
2005 WVU Mountaineer basketball team!
That good fan support coming home. It's just like you come home to your second family. Just knowing how you have people here just rooting you on and cheering you on, man, how good you do.
I'm really looking forward to just watching the show, sitting back, relaxing, and see where we're going to go, and then hopefully get a win in the first round.
It's not a for sure until you see it.
It's just exciting just have your name called like that, because just being my first experience just playing in it, it's just a great feeling.
Number 7 seed, Mountaineers of West Virginia. And the celebration is on for the Mountaineers out of the Big East. Who will they meet? Out of the Missouri Valley Conference, the Blue Jays of Creighton.
In 1 week's time, the Mountaineers went from a bubble team to a 7th seed and faced Creighton in the first round in Cleveland.
Just imagine playing against a mirror of yourself.
NCAA tournament opening round game. First time for the Mountaineers since 1998.
Near side wing to Hairbear, short baseline. It goes to Pittsnagel, backing in, turnaround jumper, up good to JD. Now Pittsnagel straightaway, 3-ball is up. It's good. Pittsnagel with 5 straight points. Collins to a cutting Sally. Down the lane goes Tyrone. Contact layup. West Virginia ties it with its 10th straight point.
Going into the game, I think we were just ready to compete and show people we deserve to be there.
Stolen on a pass attempt by Hairbear. Lead pass ahead. Gansey makes the catch. Being pursued. Layup shot. Good. Gansey's got 5 in a row. Good. West Virginia leads at the 9:32 mark. Now top circle. Pittsnagel straightaway 3-ball up. Good. Pittsnagel hit his second 3 of the half. To Frank Young. Backdoor cut. Gansey makes the catch. Reverse layup. Good. Beautiful feed. Pittsnagel ahead to JD. Back to Gansey. 2-on-1. Bounce pass. Hairbear. Layup is good. Over to JD. Lead pass down the floor. Sally going in for a layup. It is good and a foul. Hairbear dribbles hard across from right to left. Puts it on the floor. Spins in the lane. Follow away jumper. Up. Good. JD. Right side wing. Sally for a 3. Yes! He tied the game with 5:40 to go.
Tyrone Sally ends up laying on his belly in front of the coaches as he saved the ball to Mike Gansey for a layup. That was just the biggest play that no one will really notice.
Ball stolen on a cross-court pass by Gansey, picked up by Sally, lobs it back to Gansey. Gansey goes in, slam dunk, West Virginia leads.
Tyrone was on his belly diving for that ball to keep it in bounds and made a perfect save.
I didn't realize what happened until like a couple of days later.
All of a sudden I seen it coming towards me because I seen Tyrone get a piece of it. I just grabbed it and threw it to Mike.
I didn't realize I didn't take a dribble, and then I look up and I see Tyrone running to the rim, and I threw it, and I'm like, please just get it to him. Don't throw it away. Don't get it stolen.
And just hit me on the break, and it seemed like it's like one of the best moments ever.
Jump pass, Funk puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Pittsnagel, outlets to Gansey, down to Sally. Sally, slam dunk with 2 seconds to go. West Virginia leads.
It was a great basketball game for people to watch. And I got a lot of admiration for Creighton.
Looking inbound, gets it into Funk. Funk fakes the shot, puts up a 3 for the win. No good! Ball game over. West Virginia has won.
That game was, one of the tougher games that we had to play in the tournament due to the fact they're just like us.
That was a real close game. It came down to the wire, but, we got the win.
The Mountaineers are on their way to the second round of the NCAA tournament. West Virginia on a dunk from Tyrone Sally with just over 2 seconds to play wins it. It's on to the second round in the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest.
some people call them the 5th #1 seed, you know, and there was no question that they had tremendous talent.
The Demon Deacons had won 27 games in the regular season and spent time as the nation's top-ranked team.
Out to J.D. Collins, gets the defender up, drives in, over the shoulder pass, goes to Gansey, and he lays it up and in. What a play. Has the ball poked away, gets it back, drives hard down the baseline, reverse layup, good for Gansey. Pulls up his dribble, they bounce it inside. Williams, shot rejected by Dior, gets it back, throws a head fake, shot again, rejected into the Mountaineer bench. Downey, jump pass, deflected, stolen by Patrick Beilein, 2-on-1. Patrick drives the left side, fakes the pass, shoots the ball, and scores a left-handed layup.
Wake Forest flexed its muscles and led by a comfortable 13 points at the half. As the second half progressed, West Virginia kept hanging around, never letting Wake get too far ahead.
To me, it was almost surprising where we found that energy to make that second half run, but I think it was just like we did all season, just believing in ourselves and you know, keep sticking to the things we do well, and it paid off.
Gansey gets a screen from Pittsnagel. Williams tries to come over on a help-out move. Gansey drives to the basket, scores a layup, and is fouled. Hairbear underneath Gansey, reverse layup, great job. Now to Sally on the right side of Pittsnagel, three-pointers up. It is good for Kevin Pittsnagel. On the right side wing to J.D., back inside to Dior. Dior slam dunk.
Dior Fisher stepped up big that game. We really needed him, and he did a great job.
And it just proved his value to the team and how he could help the team.
Crosses over, drives the ball hard to the basket. Shot is up, it's good, and a foul against Wake Forest. Jamal Levy, and here come the Mountaineers. Stops, pops, 16-footer, swish for Patty B. Throws the ball back to Hairbear, same spot from last time. Three is up and in for Joe Hairbear. He hit it that time. Hands it over to Hairbear. Hairbear stutter steps, drives to the basket, layup is good. Hairbear hit it as a two-point game. Dior puts it on the floor. Bounce pass, Sally, slam dunk. West Virginia leads with 1:04 to go. 73-72.
What a fabulous pass and setup by Fisher and company.
He just kept clawing back and, you know, gave us opportunity to go into overtime, and it was just back and forth game the whole game.
Overtime here in Cleveland, Ohio. Gansey on the right side. Here's a shot for Nichols. Good, Darius Nichols. Gansey looking. Crosses over, drives to the basket, little floating layup shot, good, and a foul! J.D. Collins with it, starts to drive, all the way to the basket, underneath the Gansey, layup, good! Mountaineers take the lead, 85-83. Sally driving down the lane, out to Gansey for a three, it's up, good!
Yeah, thankfully we won the game.
We're at 6, Gansey spins, drop step, Hairbear, layup shot, no, it's blocked by Williams as time expires.
It really happened really fast. I got the ball and I look at the basket and I think I have an easy layup, and I really didn't see him coming that quickly, and I think he made a great play, and he did a good job of avoiding to hit me with his body.
As time expires, we're going to a second overtime.
Coach Beilein said afterwards any American would have dunked it, but
we're going to double overtime in Cleveland. Oh my goodness.
But we all knew that an American wouldn't have gotten open, so.
Near side wing, Gansey driving against Strickland underneath the basket. Layup shot by Gansey, good! They get it to Gansey for a three from the left side. Good! Gansey hit a three! Gansey to Pittsnagel, left corner, three ball up, good! Pittsnagel hit a three! Mountaineers lead 103-96 with 2:25 to go. To the top of the circle, bounces it left side, Strickland underneath, shot rejected!
I mean, he has incredible athletic ability. When he went up so quick and just pinned it against the backboard, man, that was sweet. And especially for him, you know, just being a freshman and making such a big play in a big game.
Darius Nichols was the man who blocked it, Jay.
Oh my goodness.
Free ball is up, off the left side, no. Rebound, Wake Forest, they throw it out front to midcourt. It's stolen by Hairbear. He's driving to the basket. Hairbear layup is good. 13 seconds to go. Hairbear's given West Virginia a 7-point lead with 13 seconds left. Here's a long jumper by Joyce for three. In and out, no. 1 second. It's over. The West Virginia Mountaineers are going to the Sweet 16.
In double overtime, Mike Gansey's 29 points, 19 of them coming in 2 overtime periods, along with 21 from Tyrone Sally, propelled West Virginia to one of the greatest wins in school history and shocked the country.
I just, you know, I had opportunities to drive and shoot, and my teammates got me the ball in the right place, and I just put it in the hoop, I guess.
Coach Beeline saw mismatches, so we just tried to take advantage of them, and it seemed like it started working for us, and it seemed like in the second half, we started making our run, and it seemed like the game was going back and forth. It was just a great game overall.
Many consider the game the best of the entire 2005 tournament. Mountaineer fans will never forget it.
That game was, you know, it was amazing, you know, and just to be a part of that, you know, it's special.
It wasn't so much that we beat Wake. It's just that when people doubt me or my teammates, it just gives you a great feeling to prove them wrong.
You know, it's gonna stick in people's memories, maybe forever. And I think it's just a great feeling to know that, you know, I've been part of it and I was able to contribute in that game.
I don't think it hit me or will ever hit me. I just, as you win games, you just go on. I think it hits fans more, and I'm just happy that we were able to do that, and happy for all our fans, because I do know it meant a lot to them, and it means a lot to our team.
The victory advanced the Mountaineers to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1998, and only the fourth time in school history. It was on to Albuquerque and the historic Pitt for the Sweet 16. The opponent was 24th-ranked Texas Tech and its legendary coach, Bob Knight.
If I were just a fan, if I had no interest in this game whatsoever, I would really enjoy watching West Virginia play, because they are one of the best coached teams and the best taught teams that I've seen in a long, long time.
Well, folks, it's been a wonderful ride here in this NCAA tournament so far. Can the Mountaineers add another one? Shot clock down to 7. Hareberg drives by the defender all the way in. Shot no good. Pittsnogle follow-up rebound good. West Virginia leads 2-0. Back out front to J.D. off the screen. Couldn't get it to Gansey. Gets it to Pittsnogle. He'll try a hierarchy three. It's good. Pittsnogle with 10 on the shot clock. Going to try a long jumper. It's good again. Oh my, Kevin Pittsnogle.
It's a great opportunity for me to have a great game, and it's a great coach and a good team.
Fakes the three, penetrates in, kicks the ball left corner. Sally for a three-pointer. It's good. Tyrone Sally gives the Mountaineers the lead. Mike Gansey off the screeners. Pat Beeline straight away three. It's up. It's good. Patrick Beeline gives West Virginia the lead 13-12. Beeline fakes the three. Now back to Gansey off the screen straight away. Long ball up. It's good. Mike Gansey.
I think I hustle. Just go out there, just playing, just try to find different ways to get points and just find different ways to get stops.
Sally takes the ball left wing, gets another screen from Dior Fisher. Sally drives the ball to the basket. Layup good and a foul. He gets the ball to Darris, 16-footer for the freshman, good! Up top to Pittsnogle, fakes the handoff, stops and pops a three, yes!
Oh, that was big.
It goes to J.D. J.D. backdoor cut, Hareberg, layup is good!
John Beeline and his team got the best of the General. Led by 22 points from Kevin Pittsnogle, West Virginia found itself in the Elite Eight for the first time since 1959, and only the second time in school history.
I thought the Texas Tech game was really a complete team effort. People hit big shots all over the place just when we needed to, and made big defensive plays when we needed them.
Go on, BJ, baby. What can you say, guys?
Some considered West Virginia a Cinderella story of the NCAA tournament. Others just thought the Mountaineers were one of the best-kept secrets of the season. Whichever theory you subscribe to, the Mountaineers developed a following. The nation was rooting for West Virginia and its unique style of play.
Elite Eight, baby.
I think that the full grasp of it, we got like 1 or 2 weeks later once, you know, you read all the articles, and you still see people coming up to you on the streets asking for autographs.
The Elite Eight matchup pitted West Virginia against Rick Pitino and his fourth-seeded Louisville Cardinals for a trip to the Final Four.
I love the way our kids responded. Again, they were hungry. They wanted to keep playing. They didn't want the season to end. And, you know, for 39 minutes and 15 seconds, we were the better team than Louisville.
Just was going to give us a chance to go out and show people what we were made of, and just compete against great athletes.
By having all this national exposure, you know, we're going to be definitely, you know, guys are going to be coming at us next year.
It shows how hard we work, all the things, all the battles and all the things we went through to get to where we got, you know.
It really makes me know why this is such a special job and the right position for myself and our family because of the type of fans that we have here.
In overtime, Louisville prevailed. The Mountaineers were so close to the Final Four. Many believe just one play away. But the run that this team had since the start of February will be talked about forever.
The players certainly had a lifetime experience that they'll never forget. My guys are winners tonight in every way but the score. And they're going to take this into their life and continue to grow from it, despite the outcome.
The list of accomplishments by the 2005 Mountaineers is endless. For starters, a school record 8 ranked teams went down to defeat against Beilein's bunch, including 4 ranked teams in a period of only 15 days. The win over 5th-ranked Wake Forest was the highest-ranked team to be defeated by WVU since 1987. The Mountaineers closed strong, winning 10 of its last 12 games, and posted the most wins at WVU since 1998. West Virginia became only the 6th number 7 seed in the history of the NCAA tournament to reach the Elite Eight. John Beilein recorded his 500th career victory in the win over Creighton and now stands 25th among active coaches in number of victories. Tyrone Sally and Kevin Pittsnoggle became the 41st and 42nd players in school history to score 1,000 career points. While center Dior Fisher shattered the record for career block shots in only 2 years. Mike Gansey and Kevin Pittsnoggle became the first WVU players to ever be named to the All-Big East tournament team, while Pittsnoggle and Patrick Beilein made the Albuquerque All-Regional team. Guard Joe Hairbear was selected as a first-team academic All-American after winning third-team honors a year ago. Hairbear carries a perfect 4.0 GPA with him every time he steps on the court. The sharpshooting Mountaineers shattered the school record for 3-pointers made in a season. And perhaps no other stat can measure the character and poise of this team than the fact that more than half of WVU's wins in 2005 came away from the Coliseum. 7 wins on neutral courts and 6 on the road all contributed to West Virginia's final national ranking of 12th in the ESPN USA Today Coaches Poll. And finally, a new college basketball verb started in New York at the Big East tournament and made its way across America in West Virginia's NCAA tournament run.
You've been pits now.
I know that's Kevin Pittsnoggle hitting the 3 in your face.
You've been pissed now.
Boston College got officially Pittsnoggled.
To me, if you've been Pittsnoggled, you were guarding a guy who shot a terrible shot from 25 feet out. You were guarding him well. He had a hand in his face and he still made it.
I love seeing the other coach's expression on his face.
You've been Pittsnoggled.
I don't know. I'm like, have you been Pittsnoggled? Have you? You know, I've been Pittsnoggled plenty of times, so.
The 2005 Mountaineers forever changed the way the nation views the West Virginia basketball program. Legions of college basketball fans watched this team's magnificent march through the Big East and NCAA tournaments and became hooked. They became Mountaineer fans.
I want to thank all you guys, for all the support, throughout the whole year. And it just, this means a lot to all of us, you guys coming out here, especially on Easter Sunday, and just showing the amount of support we do have from you guys. So I want to thank you very much.
Names like Gansey, Pittsnoggle, Sally, and the rest of their teammates became household names for their style of play, their hustle, and more importantly, their class.
Thank you for everything, and we'll be back next year.
A team reflects its coach, and the Mountaineers played with the precision, organization, and character most teams strive for, but never reach.
Thanks, Coach Staff, for believing in me. And I just wanted to say good luck next year to the team, all the guys that's coming back. And I'll always be here supporting you, and I love being a West Virginia Mountaineer.
Earning the respect of the college basketball world doesn't come easy, but this team proved it can be done. It was done with student athletes in every sense of the word that never listened to the cynics and never stopped believing in themselves.
Easter Sunday, all of you coming out to spend your night with us, we sincerely appreciate it. It's been a great run. We couldn't have done it without you, and we thank you forever. Thank you very much.
In the end, they stuck together like brothers, and their magical March ride brought them and their fans to new heights. They joined some elite company, and for that, all that is left to say is thank you. The 2005 West Virginia University basketball highlights have been brought to you by United Bank. This has been a presentation of MSN, the Mountaineers Sports Network.
With a lot of hard work, we will become a team that the whole state of West Virginia will embrace. Team chemistry may be the most underrated aspect of a team. Team chemistry is absolutely everything.
And the West Virginia University Mountaineers will go to 10-0 on the season with their second consecutive victory over a nationally rated club. They got George Washington on Wednesday in Morgantown, and they come into Raleigh, North Carolina this afternoon and knock off the Wolfpack by a final score of 82-69.
It is over. The West Virginia Mountaineers have advanced to the semifinal round of the Big East tournament by knocking off the #1 seed Boston College Eagles by a final score of 78-72. And Gansey can't put it in, but he got pushed. Gansey got pushed, and we've got a foul call with less than a second to go. First one is up in the air. Good! Go! 77-76. Gansey points into the sky. West Virginia's going to win this game, folks. And West Virginia's going to the championship game here in the Big East. It's over. The West Virginia Mountaineers are going to the Sweet 16. They knocked off the #2 seed Deacons of Wake Forest by a final score of 111-105. Oh my gracious! It is a great night to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be.
Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. CIP
coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife.
Backdoor cut, Sally, slam, dunk. The West Virginia University Mountaineers have snapped LSU's 56-game non-conference home winning streak.
West Virginia has won on the road, upsetting 17th-ranked NC State.
Down, still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town.
West Virginia with 5. J.D. Collins driving. J.D. Collins puts up the shot. It is good! It's good with 1.8 seconds to go. West Virginia leads. Pittsnagel gets the defender up, drives. He dunks it with one hand.
Now we're doing it, prick. If I hit you in the face, you gonna be suing me quick. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep it cool.
Now to Juice Price. Juice drives. Juice in the crowd. Forces up a one-hander. It's up. Good! Juice Price scoring. In his final game here on Seniors Day. And a standing ovation for the senior from Buffalo. That's just perfect.
Packed house yelling. Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling. Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out.
Now to Gansey, straightaway 3. Yes!
Hey, yelling. Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out.
Rebound, kicks off the left side. Harebear after it, on the floor. Patrick Beeline fighting for it. Panthers after it. It goes to Pittsnagel. He slammed dunk.
Oh, my goodness. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest out to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this.
Pittsnagel has scored 14 points in the second half. He's caught fire. West Virginia, from 13 points down in the second half, has stunned the Pitt Panthers.
Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out.
Pittsnagel for another 3. He hit it.
Style of play, very tough to defend.
Kevin Pittsnagel's got 25 here in the world's most famous arena.
Excellent basketball.
Gansey bounces, Harebear shoots a layup and scores, and a foul.
So well coached, and the more you watch them play, you appreciate what a great job John Beeline does schooling this team.
The lefty with the one-handed delivery right in stride.
Frank Young for a 3. Yes! They get it to Frank Young. Quick release 3 from the right side. He hit another one!
What a half by West Virginia.
In the front court comes J.D. Collins to Mike Gansey. Left-hand layup. Good, and a foul!
Pittsnagel for 3.
Take it! Bounce pass underneath, backdoor Gansey. Reverse layup is up. It's good. What a play!
These guys are playing together, and they're playing together well. And they're a real force to be reckoned with in the Big East.
22 seconds. Here's J.D. driving, kicking it right corner. Harebear for a 3. Yes! With 19 seconds to go, Joe Harebear hit a 3-pointer.
And Gansey can't put it in, but he got pushed.
0.2 of a second to go. First one is up in the air. Good! Go! 77-76. Gansey points into the sky.
And West Virginia's going to the championship game here in the Big East.
NCAA tournament opening round game. First time for the Mountaineers since 1998. Right side wing, Sally for a 3. Yes! He tied the game. Ball stolen on a cross-court pass by Gansey. Picked up by Sally. Lobs it back to Gansey. Gansey goes in. Slam dunk. Clock is down to 4. McKinney. Jump pass. Funk. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound. Pittsnagel. Outlets to Gansey. Down to Sally. Sally slam dunk with 2 seconds to go. West Virginia has won. The Mountaineers are on their way to the second round of the NCAA tournament. crosses over, drives the ball hard to the basket. Shot is up, it's good, and here come the Mountaineers.
It may be the game of his life at West Virginia.
West Virginia continues to hold on to the momentum.
72-71 win.
Puts it on the floor. Bounce pass. Sally slapped up. West Virginia leads. Down the lane. Out to Gansey for a three. It's up. Good!
Oh, what a huge defensive play for West Virginia.
Left corner three ball. Up good! Pittsnagel hit a three.
West Virginia up one. Gansey is leaping.
Rebound, Wake Forest, they throw it out front to midcourt. It's stolen by Hairbear. He's driving to the basket. Hairbear layup is good. It's over. The West Virginia Mountaineers are going to the Sweet 16. They've knocked off the number 2 seed Demon Deacons of Wake Forest by a final score of 111 to 105.
What a performance by the Mountaineers.
Get from West Virginia, team effort. Every possession is somebody different.
Beilein takes it from deep. Oh! And Rick Pitino gets off the bench and shakes his head.
Jackson to the bucket! Rejected by Sally.
Good night, Bobby. Hello, Elite Eight.
From the world's most famous arena, the 2005 Big East Conference Championship Tournament is about to begin.
Any hopes of West Virginia getting into the NCAA tournament hinged on this game against the Providence Friars. And despite their fatigue, the Mountaineers jumped out to an early lead.
Pass out front to Cote. Underneath, the pass is stolen by Sally. Gives over to J.D.
Lead pass up the floor. Gansey makes the catch back to Pittsnagel. Left-handed layup, good, and Kevin Pittsnagel has scored 7 points in the first 3 minutes. Now to Gansey. Gansey slices the defense, gets it left corner. Pittsnagel for another three. He hit it. Kevin Pittsnagel has scored 11 points in the first 4 minutes and 50 seconds of this game, and West Virginia leads 11-4 with 5 minutes gone by. Now McGrath lost the handle. Gansey stole it. Gansey's driving. McGrath is chasing. Gansey's dunking. Brewington cross court. Ball stolen by Sally. Tipped ahead to Gansey in the front court. Gansey driving, shooting, scoring. Mike Gansey has 6 points. Darris drives by the defender. Kicks it back out front to Sally. Now to Beilein for a three. It's out front. It's good. Patty B from behind the three.
The Mountaineer onslaught continued in the final 10 minutes of the first half.
Top circle, it goes to Fisher. Left wing to Frank Young. Backdoor cut. Hairbear layup up on the rim. It is in. Joe Hairbear with a tough shot. Drives it toward the corner. Double team. Steps through. Gets it to J.D. Now to Pat Beilein. Wide open three. Yes, he hit another one. Rebound Mike Gansey. Gansey against Gomes. He's got Sally to his right. He bounced it to Sally. Sally slam dunk with 2 hands.
It was more of the same in the second half as WVU totally dominated a Providence team that many thought would be a tough first-round opponent.
The shot clock's at 7. Beilein still at midcourt with the ball. Gets the defender to fall down. Mishandles. Gets it to J.D. He'll have to gun it up with 1 on the shot clock. Good! He hit a three with 1 second on the shot clock. He throws it left side to McGrath. McGrath penetrates. Lost the ball. Stolen by Hairbear. Lead pass ahead to Sally. McGrath has chased him. Sally goes up. Slam dunk with 1 hand. Now gives up his dribble. Passes on the near sideline to Gansey. Gansey back to Hairbear. Layup is good and a foul. And back to the point. J.D. How about a three straight away? It's up. It's in. J.D. Collins hit another three. Gansey driving. Gansey reverse layup on the rim. No. Ball is tipped out. Controlled by, stolen by Sally. Slam dunk with two hands. The 10 on the shot clock. Starts to drive toward the basket all the way through. Gets it in the right corner. Sally for a three ball. Yes, score it. Sally has 16 points. And the West Virginia University Mountaineers have rolled over the Providence Friars here in the opening game of the Big East Conference Tournament by a final score of 82-59.
The next opponent on the road to the Big East title was the #1 seed Boston College Eagles. The Mountaineers would have to go without Tyrone Sally, who was sick with the flu. But the rest of the team stepped up and played possibly their best half of the season.
Marshall way out there wide left. Has his pass stolen by guess who? Gansey. Gansey breaks it down the other end. Mike Gansey takes the ball to the right side wing. Fires underneath. Pittsnagel layup. Give him two. J.D. Collins left wing. Gansey drives by Jared Dudley all the way to the basket. He scores two. Off the left wing. Pat Beeline finds himself wide open. Pulls the trigger and hits a three. Sends it out to J.D. Collins. Here's a three for J.D. Yes! J.D. Collins. A long rebound tracked down by Gansey. Gansey on a run out 3-on-2. Gansey bounces. Hairbear shoots a layup and scores, and a foul. West Virginia has taken a 10-point lead with 12:41 to go. Right block, it goes down to Dior. Dior with his back to the basket underneath Frank Young. Layup, what a beauty of a pass from Dior to Frank Young. Quick return to J.D. Left wing, they get it to Pittsnagel. He forces up a three. He hit it. Cross-court pass stolen by Gansey off the deflection from Young. Here's Gansey driving, gets it to Frank Young. Layup is good. Backdoor cut. Gansey reverse layup. He scores a beautiful pass from the freshman Darius Nichols. Now here's Gansey driving against Dornekamp. Rifles the ball right corner. Frank Young for a three. Yes! Frank Young buries a three from the right corner. Back to Frank. Up top. Three from Frank is up. Good! Frank Young. He's got 10 points in the opening half. They get it to Frank Young. Quick release three from the right side. He hit another one! And the half has arrived here at the Garden in New York. Frank Young has hit a three-pointer to end the scoring for West Virginia. And the Mountaineers lead the #1 seed Eagles of BC by 22 points. Do not adjust your radio.
With the great Jerry West in the house, West Virginia started the second half with an old-fashioned three-point play, increasing the Mountaineer lead to 25 points. But BC was not going to give up on this one. And despite their best efforts, the Mountaineers saw their lead slowly and surely diminish as the half progressed. The Eagles were within 4 with a little over 4 minutes remaining when WVU righted the ship for good.
Back to J.D. Shot clock already down to 8. Here's J.D. driving in. Floating layup shot. Good! J.D. Collins hit it. Now J.D. Collins dribbles to his left to Pittsnagel. Left corner. A three is up.
Yes,
good!
Yes!
Pittsnagel hit a three with 3:15 to go. Mountaineers lead at 67-58. Reverses it out to J.D. Collins. J.D. drives in. Layup shot. No good. Rebound. Pittsnagel follows it up and in. It is over. The West Virginia Mountaineers have advanced to the semifinal round of the Big East tournament by knocking off the #1 seed Boston College Eagles by a final score of 78-72.
So it was on to the Big East semifinal and a date with Villanova. The early season blowout by the Wildcats was a distant memory as the Mountaineers hit their first 2 shots to take an early lead. This was a tight one until Villanova had a run to take a 10-point lead at the 11-minute mark of the first half. Then West Virginia ripped off a run that was twice as nice.
Back to J.D. He's immediately trapped. He busts through the double team. Gets to Pat Beeline straight away. Three is up. It's good. 6 straight points. Here's Pat Beeline. Cross-court steal. Patrick with a 4-on-1 lead pass ahead. Gansey. Layup is good. Young with it. Shot clock's already down to 4. Young spins. Puts up a high arcing shot. He hit it. Patrick one-hands the ball back to the point to J.D. Now to Gansey. Quick release. 3 balls up. It's on the rim. It goes good. Joe fakes right. Drives left. Jump stop. Throws back to J.D. Right side wing. Frank Young for a 3. Yes! Back to J.D. Inside Dior Fisher. Dior bounces at Gansey. Layup good!
The Mountaineers would lead by as much as 11 before settling into a 7-point halftime lead. Things continued to go well for West Virginia as the second half got underway.
Joe, right side wing to Pittsnagel, throws a head fake, lost his dribble, now sets his feet, tries a long jumper, and he hit a 3! Far side, on the wing, Gansey doesn't use the screen, instead drives to the basket, has the ball knocked away, puts it up with 3 on the clock, it is on the rim, and it goes in! Fade screen to Joe Hairbear, fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, drives in, pulls up from 15, good! Hairbear hits it right back at him. He has 5, Mountaineers by 10 again.
But Nova went on another run to tie the game midway through the half. The Mountaineers tried to build the lead back.
Gansey drives into the lane, gets to Hairbear, right wing three ball up. Good! Hairbear buries a three from the right side, his 8th point of the game. On the right sideline, it goes to Hairbear, bounces into Pittsnogle. His layup shot is blocked. He gets it back, puts it up, and scores a 2.
But the Wildcats tied the game again, and once more, West Virginia moved out to the lead.
Hairbear with it way up high. Gets to Kevin Pittsnogle. He'll try a 3. It's up. It's good. Pittsnogle from the right side drains a 3. He's got 16. West Virginia leads it 69-64. Shot clock's at 6. Give back to Dior Fisher. Dior underneath. Gansey. Layup. Good. And a foul.
And again, Villanova came back, eventually taking the lead with 30 seconds remaining. The Mountaineers had the ball with a chance to take the lead back.
He gets to Pittsnogle. 22 seconds. Here's J.D. driving, kicking it right corner. Hairbear for a 3. Yes! With 19 seconds to go, Joe Hairbear hit a 3-pointer from the right corner. Mountaineers lead 76-74.
The joy was short-lived, however, as Randy Foye threw in a running jump shot to tie the game and set up the most dramatic of finishes.
Beilein inbounds the ball to J.D. Collins. Here's J.D. over midcourt with 7. J.D. Collins looks, traffic up front, gets to Pat Beilein. Patrick going to try a long 3. It's offline. Gansey can't get the follow. He puts it up. No good. We've got a foul with 0.2 of a second to go in this game. Mike Gansey has been fouled in the act of shooting underneath. Gansey ready. Needs to make 1 out of 2 to win this game. 0.2 of a second to go. First one is up in the air. Good. Bingo. 77-76. Gansey points into the sky. West Virginia's going to win this game, folks. 0.2 of a second left. 77-76 Mountaineers. Here's the next one coming up for Mike Gansey. It is up. It is good. Here we go, folks. 0.2 of a second left. Long inbounds all the way down the floor. It is tipped, and this ball game is over. The West Virginia University Mountaineers are going to the championship game of the Big East Conference Tournament.
So there they were, the underdog Mountaineers going up against Syracuse in the Big East Final. For a great deal of the first half, West Virginia kept up with the bigger, faster Orange.
McNamara stops at the top of the key. Now penetrates, has the ball stolen away. Here's a 2-on-1 on the other end. J.D. Collins with Pittsnogle. Bounces to Pittsnogle, back to J.D. Layup, good. Left wing, it goes to Frank Young. Down low left, block Pittsnogle. Chucks it out to Hairbear. Wide open right corner. Gansey for a 3. Yes! Mike Gansey at the 15-11 mark. J.D. to Gansey. Left corner open. Frank Young for a 3. Pulls the trigger. Swish! Shot clock at 7. Gansey going to hoist up a 3. In and out, no. Rebound. Craig Forth has it poked away by Sally and stolen by Tyrone. Back to J.D. Now Sally for a 3 right wing. Yes! Good! Sally hits the 3-pointer. West Virginia down by 1. Back out to J.D. Right corner. Dior will try a long jumper. It's up. It's good from 17 out. Cross-court pass, stolen by Gansey. Lead pass ahead. Frank Young makes the catch. McNamara's chasing him. Young shoots a layup and scores it. Back to J.D. Collins. Now to Hairbear. Hairbear penetrates in. Drop step. 15-footer off. Flash. He scores 2.
Mike Gansey continued his great play in the Big East Tournament as the half came to a close, but he couldn't do it all alone, as Syracuse took advantage of what the Mountaineers gave them and opened up a 10-point halftime lead. Things went from bad to worse in the second half as West Virginia couldn't find the basket, and the Orange led by as much as 18 before Tyrone Sally stemmed the tide with about 14 minutes to play. There was still plenty of time left to get back in this game, and the Mountaineers gave it their best shot.
Hairbear, cross-court left, Frank Young. Young takes it to the corner. He's double-teamed. Back to Hairbear. Hairbear will spot up for a 3 straight away. He hit another. J.D. in the lane to Gansey. Little floater up from about 10 feet away. He hit it. Gansey's got 11, and West Virginia has come from 18 down.
But that was the closest the Mountaineers would get the rest of the evening as their glorious run through the Big East Championship came to an end. The Mountaineers made the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1998, and their opening round game in Cleveland was against the Creighton Blue Jays. The first 5 minutes, it looked like West Virginia's stay was going to be short as Creighton raced out to a 10-0 lead. Then the Mountaineers got things going.
Near side wing to Hairbear, short baseline. It goes to Pittsnogle, backing in, turnaround jumper, up, good. Hairbear back out front to J.D. Now Pittsnogle, straightaway 3-ball is up. It's good. Pittsnogle with 5 straight points. Top of the circle, Pittsnogle, head fake, drives in, throws back to J.D. Here's a 3 for Collins. Good! West Virginia scored 8 in a row. They've cut the lead to 2. Out front to J.D. Collins, to a cutting Sally. Down the lane goes Tyrone. Contact, layup, good, no foul. West Virginia ties it with its 10th straight point.
The Blue Jays regained the lead, but West Virginia ripped off a 21-4 run to take command of the game.
Over to Milliner, now underneath, ball stolen on a pass attempt by Hairbear. Lead pass ahead, Gansey makes the catch. Bean pursued, layup shot, good! Gansey's got 5 in a row. West Virginia scores 5 in a row. Back comes West Virginia. Frank Young takes the ball. Right wing 3 for Frank, good! Now top circle, Pittsnogle straightaway 3 ball up, good! Pittsnogle hit his second 3 of the half. High post it goes way up top to Pittsnogle. He wheels it over to Frank Young. Backdoor cut, Gansey makes the catch, reverse layup, good! Patrick on the left wing, stops, gives the ball to J.D. Collins. Right side wing, Frank Young for a 3. He hit another one at the 6:30 mark. Frank Young, his second 3-pointer. Backdoor cut, here's Pittsnogle, makes the catch, layup shot, good, and a foul! Gansey found Pittsnogle, who had streaked underneath to the basket. Now cross court to Gansey, left wing to Joe Hairbear. Hairbear underneath, Gansey, layup, good! It gets it to Funk. Funk underneath, ball deflected by J.D., stolen by Pittsnogle, ahead to J.D., back to Gansey, 2-on-1, bounce pass Hairbear, layup is good!
However, Creighton tightened the game in the final 5 minutes of the half with their own run, and WVU led by just 2 at the break. Originally, this was expected to be a tight game between 2 evenly matched teams, and that was the case for the second half. Creighton held the lead most of the period, and every time they looked to push the lead out, the Mountaineers responded.
J.D. now between the legs, penetrates behind the back, gets the Pittsnogle. He fakes the 15-footer. He'll try the 15-footer. He'll drain the 15-footer. Into the front court, on the run. Gives back to Pittsnogle, straightaway 3 ball, up, good! Hairbear dribbles hard across from right to left, puts it on the floor, spins in the lane, fall-away jumper, up, good! Joe Hairbear with his 4th point of the night. West Virginia's down 2. He's trapped. He throws it up front for J.D. to Frank Young. Frank drives the ball to the basket. Baseline pull-up shot. Good! Bounce pass right side. Johnny Mathis. Ball stolen on a cross-court pass by Gansey. Picked up by Sally. Lobs it back to Gansey. Gansey goes in. Slam dunk. West Virginia leads with 5:18 to go. Backdoor cut. Gansey goes up. Reverse layup. Won't get it. He gets his miss back. Puts it up and scores 2.
The game came down to the final seconds. Creighton had the ball with a chance for the go-ahead basket.
Lobs it all the way into the backcourt to Milliner, now to Nate Funk. Here comes Funk into the front court. Funk falls down with the ball, gets his feet back up, gets it to McKinney. Shot clock is down to 4. McKinney, jump pass. Funk puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Pittsnogle, outlets to Gansey, down to Sally. Sally slam dunk with 2 seconds to go. West Virginia leads. Back comes Creighton, but they're going to blow the whistle and call a timeout. A steal, and Gansey found Sally down the other end of the floor, and he dunked the ball, and it's West Virginia 63 and Creighton 61. Here we go. McKinney looking to inbound, gets it into Funk. Funk fakes the shot, puts up a 3 for the win. No good! Ball game over. West Virginia has won. The Mountaineers are on their way to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Nate Funk got a great shot off from the right side. He missed it, and West Virginia on a dunk from Tyrone Sally with just over 2 seconds to play wins it by a final score of 63-61. It's on to the second round in the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. And we're set for a second round matchup. First time in 30 years these two teams have played. West Virginia and the Deacs of Wake Forest.
In early first half action, the Mountaineers stayed right with the heavily favored Demon Deacon.
J.D. lead pass up the floor into the front court to Tyrone Sally. Tyrone going to try a 16-footer. Swish! Tyrone dribbles across from right to left. Fakes the backdoor play to Gansey. Now puts it on the floor. Drives in. Layup shot is good. Throws it out to J.D. Collins. Gets the defender up. Drives in. Under his hand. Over the shoulder pass goes to Gansey, and he lays it up and in. What a play. He spins in the lane. Underhand. Drop step. Shot up. No. Sally rebounds. Puts it up and scores. It's 10-10.
But then Wake started to go to their big guy in the middle, Eric Williams, and they started to put a little space between them and West Virginia. Fortunately, though, not too much space.
Patrick, right wing. Here's Dior again from 16 away. He swishes it in. Fakes the 3, guarded by Strickland. Has the ball poked away, gets it back, drives hard down the baseline, reverse layup. Good for Gansey. Outside to Pittsnogle. He throws it out front for Sally. Clean looking 3 is up. It's good. Tyrone with the ball way out front, top of the circle, crosses over his dribble, penetrates in against Levy, gets the ball to Dior, 16-footer left side, swish. The clock's at 7, J.D. at 6, going to try a 3 straight away, swish. But that time, Big D took on Eric Williams face-to-face and blocked 2 of his shots in a row.
He timed it perfectly. He didn't go for any fakes at all.
Bounces the ball near side. Downey, jump pass, deflected, stolen by Patrick Beeline, 2-on-1. Patrick drives the left side, fakes the pass, shoots the ball, and scores a left-handed layup.
Still, Wake Forest led by 13 at the half, and though the Mountaineers initially cut into the Deacons' lead, Wake still looked strong and confident of moving into the Sweet 16. But the Mountaineers had other ideas.
Back out front it goes to Hairbear. Underneath, Gansey, reverse layup. Great job, layup for Gansey. He beat Jamal Levy. Back to Tyrone. Tyrone jab steps, going to try a three straight away. In and around, it spins in, good. Patrick bounces it right of lane to Dior. He backs in, turns, shoots, scores, and is fouled. On the right side wing to JD, back inside to Dior. Dior slam dunk. JD crosses over, drives the ball hard to the basket. Shot is up, it's good, and a foul against Wake Forest. Jamal Levy, and here come the Mountaineers. Back to Patrick Beilein. Patrick drives in, stops, pops, 16-footer, swish for Patty B.
West Virginia gradually whittled down the rest of the Wake Forest lead, finally catching the Demon Deacons near the end of regulation.
Hairbear with the ball out high, back to inside to Dior. Dior lays it up and scores. It's 72-71. Now to Dior Fisher, way out front between the circles. Dior puts it on the floor. Bounce pass, Sally, slam dunk. West Virginia leads with 1:04 to go.
The Mountaineers' lead was 2 with 21 seconds left. Mike Gansey was at the line, and if he makes both, it's a 2-possession game. But he only hits one, and that would prove costly because Teron Downey then hits a 3 to tie it up at 77. J.D. Collins had a good look to win the game, but his shot wouldn't fall, and this one was set for overtime. In the first overtime, West Virginia started out strong and kept the heat on.
On the right side, they get it in the lane to Gansey. To Dior, 16-footer is up. Good! West Virginia leads in overtime. Gansey on the right side. Here's a shot for Nichols. Good! Darius Nichols from the right side. Gansey looking. Crosses over. Drives to the basket. Little floating layup shot. Good! And a foul! J.D. Collins with it. Starts to drive. All the way to the basket. Underneath the Gansey. Layup. Good! Mountaineers take the lead. 85-83. Sally driving down the lane. Out to Gansey for a 3. It's up. Good!
Once again, West Virginia held on to a 3-point lead as time ran out. And once again, Teron Downey hit a long jumper to tie the score. The Mountaineers had a chance to win it at the end, but Joe Hairbear's lay-in attempt was blocked. That meant we were headed for a second overtime. WVU again started strong, but this time, the Demon Deacons couldn't stay with the Mountaineers.
Hairbear hands it to JD, shot clock at 8. They get it to Gansey for a 3 from the left side. Good! Gansey hit a 3! Darris with the ball, middle of the floor, bounces it to Gansey. Gansey to Pittsnagel, left corner, 3 ball, up good! Pittsnagel hit a 3! Mountaineers lead 103-96 with 2:25 to go. Downey to the top of the circle, bounces it left side, Strickland underneath, shot rejected! Loose ball to the Mountaineers, Pittsnagel. Downey, top of the circle, 3 ball is up, off the left side, no. Rebound, Wake Forest, they throw it out front to midcourt. It's stolen by Hairbear, he's driving to the basket. Hairbear layup is good! 1 second, it's over! The West Virginia Mountaineers are going to the Sweet 16. They've knocked off the number 2 seed Demon Deacons of Wake Forest by a final score of 111-105. Oh my gracious, it is a great night to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be.
Hello, Albuquerque!
For the first time since 1998, West Virginia was in the Sweet 16, and Coach Beilein and his crew would have to go up against the general, Bobby Knight, and his Texas Tech Red Raiders. In the early going, it was a back-and-forth affair, with the Mountaineers depending on the 3 ball to stay with Tech. But then the turnover bug hit the Red Raiders, and West Virginia started to get the ball to Mike Gansey.
Now back to Gansey off the screen, straightaway long ball up, it's good. Mike Gansey has just hit West Virginia's 4th 3-pointer of this opening half. There's the inbound. Gansey takes it. He'll try a quick 3. Good! Oh my, Gansey. Back-to-back threes. J.D. Gansey again, straight away. Long jumper up. Good! Gansey's hit 3 straight 3-pointers.
The turnover bug then hit the Mountaineers, helping Tech regain the lead with 3 minutes left in the half. West Virginia snatched the lead back thanks to a Tyrone Sally hoop +1 and a deep J.D. Collins 3. But the first half ended tied at 32. WVU grabbed the upper hand in the second half as it got underway.
Right wing to Tyrone Sally. Tyrone, lob pass, Pittsnagel lays it up and in. A beautiful alley-oop. Sally near corner out front to Hairbear, wide open 3. Be there. No. Rebound tipped by Gansey. It's good.
That 4-point lead would be the largest the Mountaineers would see for a while as the game settled into a tight turnover-plagued affair.
front to Marshall, who's been hot. Pass deflected, stolen by J.D. Collins. Lead pass to Gansey. Texas Tech is back. Gansey's layup, no good. Follow-up, Frank Young scores. It's loose on the floor, stolen by Hairbear to Gansey underneath. Dior slam dunk. After gets a screen from Pittsnock. A little stop and pop at three. Straight away, swish. A three. Patty Bay, he's got 10.
In the game's final minutes, the Mountaineers tried to put the game out of reach.
Up top to Pittsnock, fakes the handoff, stops and pops a three. Yes! JD crosses over in the corner. Pat Beeline for a three. In and out, no. Rebound, Sally laid it up and in.
Yeah, right down and over Marshall that time. Good play by Tyro to keep after the glass.
Here's the ball to Hairbear up front. It goes to JD. JD backdoor cut, Hairbear layup is good.
2 free throws from Pittsnock gave West Virginia a 7-point lead with a little under 4 minutes remaining, but the turnover bug struck the Mountaineers at just the wrong time as they desperately held on to their shrinking lead.
Here's JD. Sends it to Sally on the near wing. He threw it away. Stolen by Jackson. Jackson's driving down the floor. Layup rejected by Sally. Taken by Dora. Knocked out of bounds. It goes to Texas Tech with 55 seconds left. 38 seconds to go. Lob pass taken by Daryl Dora. He spins. He shoots. No good. Knocked out of bounds toward the corner. Pat Beeline goes for the save. He got a timeout. With 30 seconds to go, he saved it in the left corner, and he called a timeout. And John Clockerty on the baseline credits him with a timeout. It's a 3-point West Virginia lead. Here's the huge one, folks, to make it a 2-possession game. Kevin gets it again, the junior from Martinsburg. Pushes it up. He got it. It's a 4-point West Virginia lead. The ball game's over. Good night, Bobby. Hello, Elite Eight. West Virginia wins it over Texas Tech by a final score of 65-60.
I just felt like at St. Bonaventure, just a lot of maybe bad things were, going to come. I wanted to go somewhere where I had a chance to go to the NCAA tournament.
For junior forward Mike Gansey, leaving St. Bonaventure was an easy decision. The hard part was sitting out a full year due to NCAA transfer rules.
Every once in a while, I'd be sitting there like, man, I wish I could play, should I have left? Because just the whole year of not playing was really tough. And, the more soul searching I did, at the end, it's like, you know what, I'm in the better place, and, next year's going to be great, and that's just the kind of mindset I had.
He needed to work on some things to make his last 2 years really special. I would have hated to have had to, let's say if we would have ever challenged the St. Bonaventure ruling and got him eligible, and he was a senior right now, that would not make me a happy coach.
The year in waiting paid off. Mike Gansey has become a solid all-around player, and the results can be found on the stat sheet.
I pretty much proved every part of my game, I think, and the one I think I may have improved a lot was my passing, because at St. Bonaventure, I didn't really have that many assists because I didn't really handle the ball that much, but I think every area, credits to all the coaches how it improved.
And while Gansey credits his coaches for improving his ball handling skills, he's returned the favor in rebounds, thanks in part to an incredible leaping ability. Although if you ask Mike, he says it all comes from inside.
I just say go get it, I think rebounding is just about heart, obviously you might have a little bit of athleticism and, obviously putting a body on someone helps, but I just feel just go get it. If you have that heart to go get the ball, and you really put your mind to it, that's how you're going to get rebounds, and, you just got to go get them. Especially in the Big East. Every game's a big game, you see every team on the Big East on TV every day, UConn, Syracuse, Notre Dame, and just every game's a big game, and that's just what I look forward to every game.
He's a very smart young man. He's done very well with his grades, both at St. Bonaventure and here, and he's a joy to be around. I know our team really likes him both on and off the court.
I just think it's the guys on the team. I mean, you know, of all the basketball I've played with, you know, they've been the best group of guys I've played with. I mean, they care about each other so much, and it's just like playing with my brother, like back home. I played with my brother 1 year in high school, and you know, we're so unselfish. I'm just going to help the team no matter what it is, and I think it's worked out pretty well so far.
For the past 3 seasons, when the Mountaineers have come up the court to run John Beilein's complicated offense, there's been Jamon Duraso Collins, a cool and collected Texan running the show. In fact, he's been there since his first days as a Mountaineer, a true freshman up against the Big East.
It was very fun because that's what I always dreamed about, playing as a true freshman, and it was just a great experience and an opportunity that I wouldn't trade for the world. I was nervous a couple of games, but I'm a competitor and I just like to compete, so it was fun.
Given that Coach Beilein's teams don't run a lot, then most offensive possessions start in JD's hands. He runs the show. He is the quarterback of the WVU offense.
First of all, you got to survey the court to see what's going on. Defense has changed, and you got to be aware of everything. And you also got to make sure your guys are in the right spot. So you just kind of surveying the court and just analyzing what's going on.
It was a big change for JD coming out of high school, and he was asked to forget about scoring a lot of points and look to pass first.
That's not exactly what you want coming in from high school, but everybody's good on this level. You just got to find your role and just be good at what you do, and that's how I look at it. Of course, you want to score lots of points, but certain offensive guards don't shoot that much, and this is one of them, especially the point guard, so you just got to take your role and accept it if you want to play it.
But that's not to say that JD totally ignores scoring.
You have to shoot it because if you don't, it's playing 4-on-5 basically, and you're at a disadvantage already, so if they leave you open or you got a good look, you got to take it. And the more aggressive I become on the court, the more open my other guys will get. I like making a great pass and getting the score out of it. It's just fun, like at LSU, and I drove it and I found Kevin open and he finished it like he normally does. When he touches it, it's normally a bucket, so it's always great to get an assist.
When he came to West Virginia, JD was also asked to play the position closest to the hoop in Beilein's 1-3-1 defense. At first, JD was skeptical.
Yeah, when I first started doing it, I was like, man, I'm going to foul out every game. And it works out because you need speed to cover from corner to corner, and you got to be tough to play down there, but I think I got it in me, and that's one of the reasons why he don't have a problem with us playing down there, because we're quick and we can tough it out. I've always been a guy that wants to shut my man down, but on this level, you can't really stop people from scoring. You just got to play the best you can, make them make tough shots, so that's what I try to do.
In his third season as a Mountaineer, 2 factors have come into play that have profoundly affected JD: injury and competition from within.
My man kind of beat me, and he pulled up, and I tried to contest it from the side, and I just landed the wrong way, and once you do that, it's over.
The rehabilitation continues on JD's sore ankle, and this season he's been sharing minutes with freshman Darius Nichols. It's a new situation for JD, but he has a good relationship with Darius.
Darius is a cool guy, man. He's quiet, but he's fun to play with. He's athletic. He's fun to watch. He's going to be great if he just keep working hard, and we get along well.
And even with his reduced minutes, JD Collins is the quarterback of this team.
Well, I've been doing this for 3 years, so if I ain't ready, I'm never going to be ready. But I think we've played well together as a team. We just got to continue to do the things that got us 11 wins to this point.
In the warm confines of the WVU Coliseum, there is a relationship that transcends the natural bond of player and coach. Patrick Beilein is the eldest son of head coach John Beilein, a guard on the Mountaineer men's team. And although the journey for the two of them is a road less traveled, nonetheless, it is a destination that Patrick has long anticipated.
I've always wanted to play for my dad, and wherever he was going to be, you know, I wanted to go. And I've gone to all his practices growing up, and I just wanted to be involved in those as a player for him. He's made a great coming in, just, you know, giving me a chance to play, you know, on his team and just play together. It's just been amazing, like how he's able to handle the situation. And I wouldn't want to play for anyone else. It's just something that not too many people get to experience at the Division I level.
For the two of them, they add new meaning to the term working relationship. But working together is nothing new to either, for it was under the watchful eye of his father that Patrick honed his shooting skills.
My dad growing up taught me just how to shoot and just the fundamentals, and just, took it real slow, didn't rush anything, and just it all came together. I mean, it's taken a lot of practice, and I think it really helped me just starting at a young age and being able to, practice it over and over in the right form, the right technique. And once you get that, it's just, it seems natural to you, and you don't even think about it. So it's helped me just so much growing up in the gym with him and having him show me how to shoot the ball.
Gets to Beilein. Beilein with 2 with 1. Tries a 3. It's up. It's good! At the buzzer! Patrick Beilein! It's that dead-eye marksmanship that's become Patrick's trademark. The ability to hit a shot from just about anywhere on the court at any time. His court vision is unparalleled thanks to his ability to be wary of the defense.
When I'm coming off the screen, I'll peek behind me a little bit and check to see where the defender is, see how he's playing the screen. And if I see him go through it and I get the ball, I'm going to shoot it because I know I have enough time. So I feel like I have a very, develop a quick shot and able to get it off with just a couple inches to give me. I'll be able to get it off. As far as, being scrappy, I just come in and I have to do those little things. I'm not as athletic as all the other guys or things like that. So I got to do the small things and almost just be smarter out there on the court. Just come in, make shots for the team, get a rebound, get a loose ball. And it all falls into place, when I'm in the game. If I'm not making a shot, I'll try to do something else. And I think that's what you have to do coming off the bench, is just help your team in any way possible.
A team player in the truest sense of the word, one who could not be happier with where his travels have taken him, and with absolutely no regrets.
I'm very happy. I was a little, iffy coming in. Just the real fact of I wasn't know what I was stepping into, if I was going to play a lot, But, things have worked out for me, and I'm just trying to make the best of my opportunities.
He's known among his teammates and coaches as a team leader. His job is to keep the team motivated and focused. Although he may not see a lot of playing time, his contributions are on display every time the Mountaineers take the court. Meet Buffalo, New York native Duriel Price, and to friends and family he is simply known as Juice. As a senior leader for the Mountaineer team, he understands his effort in practice sets the tone for the rest of the squad.
It's actually just knowing that I'm the leader of this team, actually just knowing that you're a leader and everybody's watching. So, if I slack off a day, then, that may be the next person to slack off, and then, it's just a domino effect, and I just don't want that to happen with this team. It's like, we got out to the real great start, and it's like, now we got it kind of sluggish now, but I just think that, I'm bringing 110% to practice every day. It'll get us back on the winning track.
In today's sports world, it's rare to find an athlete that would pass up the opportunity to transfer for more playing time, but Juice did. The love and respect he's developed for his teammates wouldn't allow him to leave Morgantown.
A guy came up from Waynesburg, actually talked to me, and then, my cousin, he went to Damon College the year after I graduated, and then his coach wanted me to come back and play in the backcourt with him. But it was just like the love for my teammates and love for Morgantown and the fans as a whole that kept me here. I'll never turn my back on my teammates. They're my heart. That's all I love during this time of year, my teammates.
But if Juice would have left, he would have missed out on some of his best memories wearing the gold and blue.
The NC State win this year, the LSUs, the Florida game, where the crowd rushed the floor, just all games like that. That's stuff that only happens to guys once. And, if it's luck, they're lucky if it even happens one time.
Most importantly, West Virginia basketball has provided him the opportunity to develop friendships that will last a lifetime.
Well, off the court is just being around Tyrone and JD and Dior, all the guys. We just love each other so much. the chemistry every day has just grown with this team, and I think that that's what I love, and I love the most.
Just recently, Juice decided to continue his career in basketball as a coach. His job of simulating every opponent's offense in practice will prove to be valuable as he enters the coaching ranks.
I asked God to give me a sign, you know, and when we were in Charleston this year, when we were playing Marshall, we took a taxi somewhere, and the guy actually told me that, you know, when you gonna start coaching? And I thought it was kind of weird because the guy didn't know me from anything, and you know, he just seen it in me. He just said it was something about you and the way that you lead that is, you know, that I think that you would make a great coach. And I actually talked to a couple of advisors and things about that. So I actually will be coming back to grad school here for athletic coaching.
But this season isn't over. He hopes to get his opportunity to create a memory on the court that he will be able to talk about for years to come.
I don't know. I mean, I just want to go out there and just show Coach that I can play. I could actually contribute on the court to this team. You know, just to have that one, you know, that one game, you know, last year was with John where he came in with the big Syracuse game and he hit the jumper going into the locker room. You know, just something like that. You know, that'll be the perfect ending for me.
Johannes Herber is intense. That intensity shows when he's on the court for the Mountaineers. And in the classroom, where he's a straight-A student majoring in political science.
He brings that intensity to the game, obviously, but he brings it to his academic work as well. And he's just a great mix of a student and the athlete.
My concentration right now is in international affairs, international relations, and it just since I'm from a foreign country, I think that was the obvious choice, and it's, like I said, it's really interesting, and it would be great if I could maybe work for like an international organization or something like that.
He's a brilliant young man, but he's a lot of people with that type of intelligence do not have the passion for basketball he has, so it's a great combination for me as a coach.
Last summer was a busy one for Joe. He was selected to play on the German national team. Playing with top professionals like the Dallas Mavericks' Dirk Nowitzki, Joe gained invaluable experience.
It gave me a lot of confidence to see that I'm not so far away from those guys, and I can really play with them, and maybe I can, help them in a way too when I play with them, and I think that just gave me more confidence.
But his national team commitments forced him to miss the first month of classes last fall. Joe, however, didn't miss a beat.
The ordinary student would not have made it very easily. But I knew about his sense of responsibility. I knew that he would work hard. And I also talked to Coach Beilein about it, who was on top of the situation as well, and we agreed that this was perfectly doable in terms of his own sense of responsibility, doing the work while he was away.
We had no doubt about it at all, and anyone who doubts that does not know Johannes very well.
This season, Joe is playing with more confidence, comfortable in his role on this West Virginia squad.
Seeing the court and understanding the game and knowing how to read my defender and seeing people when they're open. And I'm just feel more confident this year, and it's going in, and as soon as you see it going in, you get more aggressive. And I think also working my footwork, coming off screens, getting my feet in position quicker.
Joe's also taken more of a leadership role and is a stabilizing force for Coach John Beilein's team.
Just really put himself in a position always where we need him out on the floor to stabilize things. They'll take charges, he'll defend their best player. He understands our offenses and our defenses very well. I mean, he's one of the pieces of the puzzle. Everybody has different roles. Joe's obviously is very important as well. I think there's the intangibles Joe brings to us. He's a tough-minded kid, and you don't find that a lot today. And that he's resilient, he'll bounce back, but he's been accepted here by his teammates and certainly by our coaching staff. And I think it's been a great cultural experience for all of us.
It's been a long and sometimes rocky road since his days at Martinsburg High School. But Kevin Pittsnagel has persevered and continues to work hard to prove his critics wrong. For most of the season, he was asked to come off the bench and provide a spark for his team, but his attitude never changed. He knew he was still going to get his minutes and worked hard to take advantage of his time on the court.
I'm just taking my role, and I'm just going to do whatever I can do the best with it. I can only control so much. I'm not the coach, and I don't intend to be right now. So I just look forward to getting any time, playing the time I can, and just producing as much as I can. Yeah, I mean it's an adjustment, but it's just like pretty much like starting. You come in and you just play like you always play, and just gotta come up out of hustle. I mean, to be a spark, you gotta be able to hit shots and help your team out, and that's what I try to do every time.
Not only does Kevin have a new role on the court, he has one in his personal life as well. Kevin is now a married man, but so far he's been able to balance the pressures of basketball and being a newlywed.
It's not too different yet. I mean, I've only been married since October of 2004, so it's been a couple months. During the season, it's pretty much the same because I'm still at home a certain amount of time. But I think in the off-season will be a little different because we see each other more and we'll be around each other a lot more. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see that you got supporters, especially from your family. Like my mom and dad come to every game, and my wife, she's there every game. She goes to a lot of away games, she travels. Just to know that I have a big supporter in her, and she tells me when I do stuff wrong. I mean, she's played basketball in high school, so she thinks she knows everything. So she tells me when I do stuff wrong, and she knows she keeps me up in good spirits. Coming into the game, I knew I had to step it up. I knew that D-Rose would be sick 2 or 3 days before the game. I knew I had to come out every day and practice hard to get ready for the game. And that's what I did. And in the game, I just found got into a little groove, and guys got me the ball when I was open. I made shots. I mean, it's a good feeling because, I mean, being from West Virginia, we know Pitt's a big rival, big state rivalry in between. It's real fun. The games are always real intense, real heated. And to go out and actually have a really good game against a great team like that, top 25 team, was a pretty good feeling for me.
Since his 27-point performance against the Panthers, Kevin seems to be hitting his stride. He put up 21 against St. John's Wednesday night, and he expects to continue this great play into the postseason.
I think our team can go pretty far. I mean, right now, we're starting to get our game back. We're starting to get our confidence back. Everybody's starting to play well again, and coming off a little bit of injuries, a little bit of sickness. And right now, I think our team's starting to come back together, and chemistry-wise, getting back together, and this will come out for the best at the end.
I love defense, and I love just that feeling of, swatting that ball out the air. I mean, it just, it deflates the other team, and it also gives us momentum, too.
He stands at 6 feet 11. His wingspan is 91 inches. He will finish as the greatest shot blocker in WVU history. And he's a man Mountaineer fans won't soon forget.
I take it as a challenge every time, when that person is trying to go up to score. If I time it right, you know what I mean, I can block the shot. I just love, you know what I mean, I love defense.
Dior has twice set the single-game record for blocked shots. Just ask Rhode Island if they remember.
Coming here, I had got my first game, I had the 8. Then Boston College had 8 again, and then just breaking that record with 9 against Rhode Island, it was just, it showed that hard work paid off.
And nothing gets his game going more than the Coliseum crowd.
I've heard all types of things, from get it out of here. You hear laughs. You hear oohs, ahs, That's gonna happen all day. I always get things from the other players. So that's not gonna happen again. I'm gonna keep on bringing it in there. Just, it's all a part of the game.
to the circle to Krauser, drives against JD, takes it all the way in, shot rejected off the glass by Dior Fisher.
This is everything I dreamed of. That's why I wanted to come to this conference, so I can get more exposure, be able to get better, have coaches that can work with me more, and I'm getting everything that I dreamed of.
Everything that Dior has dreamed means more than just blocks and dunks against the best in college basketball. It means making family history as well.
Graduating, I mean, my mom is probably gonna cry a puddle, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be the first one in my family to get a college degree, to go to college, you know what I mean? Playing Division I basketball, just all that. I've been through so much, from moving through different high schools, transferring. And for me to be able to have that degree in my hand to show how hard I've worked is a big accomplishment. And I owe it to my coaches, and I owe it to my mom, for just being there for me.
And come graduation day, no one at West Virginia University will stand taller, both physically and emotionally.
People sometimes don't realize, when you're being a student athlete, it's very, very, very tough. I've been in college for 5 years, you know what I mean? And now I think, it's time for me to go, and I'm ready to take that next step in my life.
Sally dunked on the right side. Tyrone Sally went airborne, and he slammed that sucker down the hole.
I think I just grown since the first day I stepped on campus. When I first came in, I was labeled as a slasher, a high-energy guy. And I just tried to add a little bit more to my game, just add like a little 15-footer, and then it started all of a sudden just extending to the 3-point range. And I just started to try to work on my ball handling, my passing skills, just try to be an all-complete player. Since then, it seemed like my game just picked up since my freshman year to now.
In those 4 years, a lot has changed, but through it all, he stood tall, never wavering in his commitment to the program. In the end, Tyrone wants to be remembered as a man who continued to push himself for the betterment of the team.
Just as a guy just went out there, just work hard and try to get better each and every game, every year, and always just leaving it out on the court. Just playing my game, just knowing my limits, and to try to help my team win as much as possible.
Backdoor cut, Sally, slam, dunk.
I'm happy with the accomplishment I made with the Rocky roller coaster freshman year I had, with the different coaches switching, and just all the friendship and all the good people I met through this course. And when I look back, I had no reason to say that, I should have done this or I should have went this place, but I made the right choice to stay here.
Nice up and under move by Tyrone Sally. And that's 1,000 points for Tyrone Sally.
When I look back and see all the things that I've done, it makes me feel good just wearing the WVU, just knowing what it stands for and what I've been through with it. I can say, like, after my last home game Saturday, I can say that Tyrone Sally has did everything he can to try to help this team, this program out as much as he can. And when I look back, I just can't say I had no doubts about if I played hard or not.
Though he stands at 6'7", it's what can't be measured that has forged Tyrone to be a leader.
It's basically playing like the power forward and small forward position that in the system we run, you got to play off hard. And just got knowing that you're going to come in, have to match up with somebody that's 6'9", 6'10", about 30 or 40 more pounds than you. You just got to try to find like your mismatch against them, like if you quicker than them, or you can take them on the basket or beat them around a dribble or something like that. So you just try to find things that work to your advantage. Because I just had a mentality, just whatever I got to do, if it's that extra rebound or that charge or that shot I got to take, I'm willing to take it for my team to win.
That mindset has led Tyrone to be one of the top 40 scorers all time at West Virginia, a two-time team captain. And as his career winds down, Tyrone is quick to point out that all this would not have been possible if it were not for one very special person.
My mom, since the first day I stepped on campus, been like my backbone. Every time when things got hard or I think ain't no good can come out of it, somehow, some way she said the right things and at the right time for me to keep going and to keep pushing. like she number one in my heart, always gonna be number one in my heart. And it seemed like just nothing could be possible if she was never in my corner. So it'll be more special for me to let her see me that I made it this far and was able to actually play my last game here.